Today's reading comes from Acts chapter 10, verses 34 through 43. Definitely read the scriptures that come before it, but for now we're just going to focus on this specific area. The Gentiles hear the good news. So Peter opened his mouth and said, "Truly I understand that God shows no partiality, but in every nation anyone who fears him and does what is right is acceptable to him. As for the word that he sent to Israel, preaching good news of peace through Jesus Christ, he is Lord of all. You yourselves know what happened throughout all Judea, beginning from Galilee after the baptism that John proclaimed, how God anointed Jesus of Nazareth with the Holy Spirit and with power. He went about doing good and healing all who were oppressed by the devil, for God was with him. And we are all witnesses of all that he did, both in the country of the Jews and in Jerusalem. They put him to death by hanging him on a cross. But God raised him on the third day and made him to appear, not to all the people, but to us who had been chosen by God as witnesses, who ate and drank with him after he rose from the dead. And he commanded us to preach to the people and to testify that he is the one appointed by God to be judge of the living and the dead. To him all the prophets bear witness that everyone who believes in him receives forgiveness of sins through his name." In the passages beforehand, the scriptures talk about a centurion who was met by an angel and told to go see Simon Peter. Peter delivers the message of Jesus to this centurion, and in doing so, everyone in the household is able to receive the Holy Spirit. What this message tells us is that everyone is allowed to receive the good news, Jews and Gentiles alike. I would encourage you to go back and read the full passage from Acts chapter 10, verses 1 through 48. This message is for everyone, but read it in its entirety. Thank you guys for watching.